Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Dating Diaries with Raquel and Brittany. Say it right or don't say it at all. Typically, we have Raquel doing our intro, but she's out living her best life on vacation. She'll be back next time. But we do have two amazing guests today. We have Mr. Fernandez, aka Big Dog.
Woo! What's going on, everybody?
And
New Zealand, shout out to
Woo,
you.
woo. And then we also have Savannah on the show.
The non-stripper version. But
Oh,
thank you.
Right. I was kidding. She's a stripper. And I was kidding. I was kidding. So today's topic, we're gonna talk about has dating changed over a decade? Like, have we noticed a change? So we have our guests are in different ages, so they have experience dating in different time frames and
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Right? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh
before,
yeah, he said that like he did a lot. Okay, big dog.
I know.
gotta
Big
do it.
Dog, was
Woof.
dating apps back in the day when you were dating?
No, when I first started dating, it was going to the clubs and the bars and meeting girls there. That's how you did it back in the day. You actually had to show a little courage.
Dang,
and step
old
up to the girl.
school, OG up in here.
That's right.
Dang, you had to have what they call huevos
That's right. And
Balls.
big ones.
to be able to go up to a woman and say, "Hey, did
Yeah.
you guys? Was there phones back in the day?
Phones didn't come until like the late 90s. So,
Oh,
no, there
damn.
was pagers, though. Pagers was the thing.
Pagers. Let me get your
Oh
pager
my
number.
God.
How would you ask for the number? Like, what? How did that go?
That's what the girl would usually, if they didn't want to really see you, they'd give you a fake pager number.
That's right.
Oh, my
And
God.
you would just page it like crazy. And if you never got a call back, you knew it was a fake pager number.
It hasn't changed, I guess.
Well, that will never change. Or you got the fake numbers and all that. And if the girl really liked you, usually she would give you her home phone number and be
But
like, you can only call between this time and this time.
I'll tell you something though. There has been a change in that. So guys have gotten a little bit smarter, where they ask for your number and they'll text you
Right
but-
on the spot and
Right-
watch you
Yes.
check that thing.
Yes, Savannah. And then they're like, "Did you get my message? Did you get my? I just text you." And then you're like, so you know you can't give them a fake number because they're gonna text you right there and then, and they want to verify that you gave them the actual number. So now it's like, do you I don't know. You almost feel kind of like, do you really want to give a fake number? Because you're gonna look like an idiot because he's gonna text you and you don't have this text
Well-
Not
message.
me. Oh my God, my phone just ran out of charge, but
Ah!
I can't wait to wake up to your message tomorrow.
Knowing you gave them the fake number.
Someone's waking up to that message, just not me.
What about you, Savannah? Were there dating apps during the time that you were dating?
Also, no, sadly. I don't know about that
Stop.
pager though. We were at least on some regular like phone call, like give me your number. But cell phones were just starting to come out and be popular. So yeah, but people were just still like, give me your number.
So
don't
where
really
would
know
you
where that
write
number
that
went.
number though? Would you write it on a napkin, on your hand? Like if there was no cell phone to record that number, where would you put it?
Oh my God, yes. And please write it on a napkin, y'all, because when I get home from the club and you wrote your number on my arm and I really did want to call you, but Sweat has removed a number, this is tricky. I
You're
gotta
over there
go
playing.
through-
I think it's a 7. Let me
It's a-
try a 7. Let me try an 8. Let me try. I'm
It
like,
could be a 5. It could be.
if you really liked them, right? I bet you were going through.
You
every
might try a few
digit.
combinations if you really, really were like, dang. But more often than not, at 2 o'clock, and older people can maybe relate at 2 o'clock when the club lights come up. That's really going to tell you whether or not you're interested. Because in a dimly lit, maybe you've had 2-3 drinks by 11 is a different thing than at 2 o'clock.
Clubs don't close till 4 a.m. now.
Oh,
Yeah, that's when
snap.
the lights start going on.
Okay, they
So-
shovel you into the Denny's next door.
Yeah, they they sure do.
That's the after party.
I'm like, I mean, I know because I'm still dating. Well, am I dating? Yeah, but I'm still single. But when I go to clubs, when I was going to clubs in my 20s, they were closed at 2 a.m. But I went to the club 2 weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, it's 2 a.m. We're gonna go home because I was so tired. and it was still going on, and it
And
was
you had to keep going. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
And then I looked; it was 3 a.m. It was still going, and my friends didn't want to leave, and I'm like,
Ooh.
when the heck does this shut off? And it was 4 a.m. and
It sounds like you were at a rave.
So,
Okay.
so
congrats.
let's look at the difference here. I'm in my 50s. Savannah, how old are you? Or what
So-
what age group?
We don't need to talk about that. I said cell phones were coming out. Okay. We don't need to get into specifics. No, I'm kidding. I'm in my 40s.
and I'm in my 30s.
So we have quite a bit of a range here, right?
We do.
Okay.
We've seen
So-
some interesting stuff.
So on my behalf, when dating apps first were a thing, it wasn't even a dating app. It was group chats on Yahoo Chats, and that's how you were talking to other people to see if you
Yahoo?
wanted me. Yeah, it was. There were chat rooms,
That's true.
and then after the chat rooms, it became little places where you can go. Like Craigslist had its own little thing for dating and all that, and you could message people.
That was not dating on
It was
Craigslist.
listed under murder. Go to the murder section.
Just
y'all.
saying, it had it, and then
Okay, wait. But tell me a little bit how you would date on a Craigslist. Like, I'm confused.
So you
scroll
would see
down
the
to
ad. It literally was,
classifieds.
it was literally an ad.
Single woman with like, how would they just?
Yeah, they would just put a single woman with, let's say, looking for a man for blah 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 blah, and then you would reply to that
Ah.
message. You would email them, or you would click on the little thing, and then you would send them a message, and if they were interested, they'd email you back, and you go
Email.
from there.
Oh
so-
my.
Well, similar to dating apps. It just makes it easier.
Well, now it's a lot. Now you can literally place your order on what you're
Like
looking for.
it's like
and
a
get-
Well, you can
Amazon
try.
shopping.
yeah,
can
it
try.
really is.
I mean, but yeah, like you said, you could try. I feel like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you feel like finding someone was easier back then, or is it easier now that we have like more accessibility? And air quoting if you can't see, obviously, but we have more accessibility to kind of look at options and see more people and match.
I think it's easier now, and I think it has changed to more of not dating but sexting, because everybody's most of the people there, especially like Tinder, because Tinder's known for sex. I mean, literally, if you like somebody there, it's because you're interested in something else.
and some
Tinder,
Netflix
if you're interested in
and
sponsoring,
chill
I think you're a site for people looking for healthy relationships.
on Tinder.
Just kidding.
Do not go on Tinder unless you want to be a sneaky link.
I'm just saying. I mean, there's all kinds of websites now. There's Farmer's Daughter. You can be your farmersdaughter.com.
What?
And then
But you know what? But
there's
why is the
That's
marriage?
Christian
naughty.
dating. I mean, there's. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a MAGA dating thing out there.
No, they tried it. Not enough women signed up.
Ah.
Really?
Yeah, totally. They had to create bots. It's not an active site.
Well,
Which
wow.
one is it called?
It was like I can't remember the name of it, but it was for like right-wing people. They were like, yeah, we don't want to accidentally scroll across and stumble upon a liberal.
Oh.
And then they weren't stumbling across anyone. It was a meat fest on there. It was-
What the
yeah.
heck?
So
was
yeah,
a
so
whole
so
butcher's
So
market.
you feel like it's
it's gotten. Yeah, I feel like it's easier, and you if you want quality dating, I think you kind of got to see the reputation of the website or the app that you're using and see who's on there. Like Hinge, I would say is a good quality one. What's that other one? eHarmony. I think that one is pretty good.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Maybe this is where the age thing comes out. I would not endorse eHarmony.
Why?
I feel like that's for people who have like their wills filled out
Oh,
and
shit.
updated
Oh,
on like a yearly basis.
Well,
I would not be going on to eHarmony. But yeah,
Are you
Hinge,
saying
okay,
it's
knocked
for
it
the
out the park.
older, older?
Yeah, for the silver foxes out
Ah! Silver foxes.
well,
there. People
Match.com.
eating soup for dinner.
Oh, well, okay. So eHarmony for 50 and older?
Yeah, why
Or
not?
60 or older?
Okay, eHarmony 60 and older,
you go.
Match.com
30.
50 and older.
Oh, shoot. Really?
I would not. I don't think Match is trending now.
You know what? So I was working with this older gentleman. I believe he was like 60, and he was like on Match.
See,
Doc.
point proven.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting. But can you change? I mean, I'm assuming all dating. Well, the dating apps that I use, you could change the age range. You could put the
Yeah.
age range that you want. So you filter out the silver foxes.
Well,
You
there's-
could, but on Match it's all silver.
Or
Hey,
can
you
go to-
get
what-
you
what-
get the same cycle
You
of
could
young
try. You
kids,
could try
the
for
young
30.
people, I mean.
So
it's some woman catfishing about her age who's like, I don't look a day over 35.
yeah,
But
there you
they've
go.
lied to themselves. I look young for my age. I'll just put 32.
They
Exactly.
lie about their age.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I feel like, what's the point of lying about the age though? Like,
You are what you are, man. And if
you
you're not,
are like, I think you just don't need to lie. You just have to just show yourself, and if someone likes you, they're gonna like you for you, and age and wrinkles and everything that comes with it.
And I think that brings us to our point. It's easier now to lie or misrepresent yourself, and that's what makes it harder. I think it was easier when it's like, there's no filter. I got to show up to this date, and either you like me or you don't like me.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
all you came here on was like 5'5", brown eyes,
so let me ask you this:
big thighs.
do you do lunches, dinners, or coffee only, or have a quick beer?
Oh,
My number one preference would be beer or coffee. I like to get in, get
Yes.
out. I don't want to waste your money on the first date. I don't want to waste your time. And I don't want to be stuck in any kind of dinner situation with you if I'm just trying to see if there's a vibe. Like, let's do the vibe check. And then if you want to escalate this to a lovely dinner, then by all
Mhm.
means, let's do that.
I agree. I think it's like a meet and greet. So if you could do a coffee or some yogurt, something short and sweet to see if there's that connection and that chemistry. And if so, obviously you will be going on a second date.
So what happens if, let's say, you go for this coffee and you guys
Oh.
hit it off,
I've
then-
been on those.
and then you hit it off, you feel the vibe, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
you really don't want it to end, and that other person says, "How would you feel about going to go get some dinner right now?"
Oh man, let me tell you. So
Oh, the coffee date segue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So-
Is that a
No.
thing?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
So I went on a date with this guy, and we started off with coffee, and it was like around 10 in the morning,
Oh,
right?
my.
And man, we hit it off. I felt like I knew him for years. We talked and talked, and then all of a sudden, I kid you not, I didn't make it home till 2 in the morning. We went to coffee, then we had lunch, we went on like a brunch, then we went to the club, and then I made it
Oh, my
home.
God.
Party. We had such a good time, and we talked. I think we talked for like about a year and a half.
And so what ended up?
Wait, talked? Or it was a thing?
No, it wasn't a thing, because obviously it turned out just to be all funs and games.
Funsies.
Yeah, but it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, he was a fun guy. It was just nothing serious. So, but it was
Okay.
fun. So yeah, there is segues that
Okay. So
if you hit it off, you're not gonna just be like, okay, I really like you, but I'm gonna go home. But some people do because they want to build that
That like anticipation and tension and
yes.
oh yeah, that's what I like to end on a high note. Oh, okay, left you wanting more. All right, stay tuned next week. Come back next week. For
I
the
mean,
next
that would be
show.
nice though, huh? To save that excitement for another.
Yeah, let's end it here and save it.
Yeah.
all right. So now I'm gonna be a little bit more controversial.
But I also want to say, men out there are women who do not do coffee or drink dates, and they will describe that as a low value date.
Yeah, that's true.
And you are a budget man. You're the Walmart of men. So maybe just ask them for a suggestion or make a suggestion or ask like, hey, what's your ideal first date? You want to
Ooh,
feel
that's
that
a
out.
good
Because
one,
I like to get in there, get out. But let me tell you, there's a whole low value date community and they will cut you off.
Cut you.
Just, you're done.
Block.
You did not make it to round 2.
But what-
Defeated.
So what was the question you had
So
about
so the controversial dating is dating outside your race, whether you're Hispanic, white, black, Asian,
Ooh, that is
whatever you want. I mean, I think it's more accepted now than ever before, and I think people see it as a normal thing. Where when I was coming
I
up,
guess,
it wasn't as much.
Depends. I mean, I've dated a black man, and black women were mean to me.
Were they really?
Dang.
God, yes, they were horrible. I remember I was at a bar, and I was with this fine black man, and I remember that he these girls just approached us, and he's like, "You're one of those. You sold out. You sold." I said about you're a sellout. Why are you with her? And then something about one of them even told me, "Yeah, why are you taking our good man?" And I'm like, looking at them like confused. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I felt horrible. I was like, I'm gonna get beat up.
Aw.
Let me get the hell out of here. And I told him like, I don't feel comfortable. But we were in at a bar that was very there was a lot of black people. And
That was his mistake.
yeah, and I was like, maybe I was like the only Mexican there. So
Okay.
I didn't get treated very nicely by the women. The men were fine. I didn't get harassed by the men, but the women were tough. They were tough. They had a
Well, I could sympathize with something like that because back in the 90s, I did date another girl she was also black.
Oh,
and
the 90s.
yes.
Hmm.
Take us back.
And it was the black men did not like the fact that I was dating a black woman. And they would give me kinds of crap, but like you said, I think it just depends on where you were at. And plus, this was the 90s; it was still kind of not accepted. And the funny part is that her mom and dad, her dad was white, her mom was black.
I don't know if it's accepted, but it is more tolerated. But I don't know if it's.
I think
quite
it's accepted.
I think tolerate is the right word, but I think the real issue here is just to stick with your own kind. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, all right,
Just
Savannah. I mean, I'm like,
playing.
she's not playing it.
Love who you love, man. Love who you love. If your heart desires something else and it works, work with it, man.
That's right.
I
Love
mean,
is love.
Love is love, but just okay. And if we're talking about controversial, I will say this: if you are gonna date outside your race, there are gonna be pushbacks, and you have to know how to brush it off and not take it so personal, and just I don't know. I don't even know what the word is, but just know that there is gonna be certain people looking at you certain ways, and don't let that get in between the love that you have with that person. But
Look away, honey. Let your eyes do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to you
Nope.
or what you think of me or my dating.
right.
90% of that stuff is jealousy. You wish you had my man,
And I also
you
think
don't.
families, though, it's not even just outside, but your family even can be one of those obstacles where, because you remember, yeah, we're talking about traditional old folks that might have those old views. And like for my family, like personally, my family, if I were to bring a black man to my house, to my mom's, she would be like, what's wrong? What's going on? Like, she would not accept it. It would not be okay. I mean, she was born in the 50s, but
Well, my mom was born in the 30s, and my mom's good with basically whoever I bring, as long as they treat me good and I treat them good. Life is good.
Shout out to your
what
moms.
part of Mexico was she from?
Jalisco.
Jalisco. Was she like old traditional farm
Yep.
raised and the
Yep.
cows and all that shit?
Well, she grew up in the city and all that, but I mean when
see
she
that?
but wait a minute, but those
There
traditions.
we go.
She grew up
Oh,
in the
it's
city.
two different
different worlds.
upbringings. Oh no,
We got you there, buddy.
City and a farm girl are two different worlds, man.
City girl. Did he just try to pull that?
Oh yeah, I was
I'm
like,
just saying. she
that's
tried
why I
it.
had to ask. I was like, what?
but-
Did she grow up
I
in the
know, but you
farm or
gotta
in the city? Because city is different.
Keep in mind, okay, so my mom came to the States with my dad back in the late 50s, early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
I was born and raised in LA, in Los Angeles.
Oh well, there you
Okay,
go.
and
You're
the area
like-
that I was growing up in was Huntington Park. So it was very mixed race of all that. There was black, there was white, there was
Here we
Mexicans.
go with the city life again.
But I mean,
Mhm.
nobody kind of looked at it. I mean, I had friends that were black, I had friends that were white, and we didn't see any of that. We just saw the character. If you were an asshole, you were an asshole. No matter what you were.
Yeah.
Respect.
I wish my parents were like that, but they were not. And you learned there were certain things that were like one thing they told me is like that was a no-no. Like you do not bring an African American. You don't bring a black guy to the house.
So
And
how do
if
you
you
feel
do-
about that, though?
That might have been a no-no bringing him home, but
I
after
was
the
like,
club,
I'm
it was
a
a
rule
yes,
breaker, and I'm like, I'm bringing one home. I don't care if I like the man. I don't care.
Wait, did you tell him first though? Did you give him a hey, heads up, bro?
No, because I never brought him home
Oh.
because he ghosted me. But all good.
Oh dang.
Would you accept your daughter dating someone outside the race? Let's just not say black. Let's say an Asian man or an Indian or someone from the Middle East. Would you be
Yeah,
okay
I
with
don't
that?
care.
As
But
long as, because there's always something there.
As long as she's happy.
Okay.
Aww.
That's
I
you're a
don't
good
care.
mom. You're a good
I thought she
mom.
was gonna say as long as he got money, honey.
That's a bonus. That's the bonus.
Only color I see is green and gold.
But I don't know. I mean, I going back to that. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's accepted, but it is tolerated. Like people will say, okay, it is what it is. But
No, well, I feel sorry for
Wait,
them.
I just have one question before we close out. Did people list their race on their Craigslist ad, or was it just totally blind?
No, it was they just told you what they were into. Like it would be like BBW looking for HP something or white or Hispanic or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So they
did.
yeah, they would it would be acronyms for
So
it.
BBW seeks BM
W.
for a baby mama. Oh, that's a BM on BM relation.
Yeah,
That's-
so-
Oh shoot!
I'm maybe not. Okay. Never
But yeah, it would be acronyms for it, and then you know what they were looking at. Some girls only wanted to date white guys. Some girls only wanted to date black guys. Some girls wanted to date Asians.
So it was literally like whites only.
No, it was whatever you want, whatever you were into. I mean, if you were open, you just left it open.
Okay.
Wow, that's. I mean, it's kind of like doing it online, but just on Craigslist.
It's like doing it online, but more roulette style because you just don't know what you're getting.
No picture, right?
Well, here's the
picture,
thing.
No,
So-
nothing. No chat opportunities.
So let's say you said an
no
email,
small talk.
and I sent a picture of somebody else, and if I was gonna do you harm, how much easier would it be for me? Because you would probably send me your picture. I would send you a fake picture of me. I would tell you to meet me here, and things can go wrong very quickly.
And that's why it was listed under the murder section.
Well,
of
but the thing is,
Craigslist.
that still happens even online now. Like it doesn't.
True,
I think the platform is not like the platform
but most
looks
girls,
different, but it's still the same danger.
But what I've noticed, most girls won't like if one person only has one picture of one person there, they're not gonna go into that relationship because something's awkward. Most people put 4 or 5 or 6 pictures on
Yeah,
their
but you
profiles.
steal
Right.
4 or 5 or 6 pictures of the same.
Yeah.
Like you could find someone on Facebook and just
Oh.
easily grab their pictures.
But
It's
you can
kinda
also
scary.
do a reverse picture lookup on Google, and it'll tell you.
Yeah, but if it's just if you chose a random Joe Schmo,
Well,
like you've been scrolling for the right.
Like someone could look at my pictures, right? And they want to steal my picture.
Right.
They all they have to do is take a screenshot.
right,
and
but
crop it, and then
and
boom,
use
now
it.
they're
And
you.
I'm not gonna be on Google.
well, no, yeah, you would because the minute I do a reverse lookup, it's gonna look for that picture anywhere it's at, and it'll tell me where you were at. It'll tell you. You were on this dating site and this dating site, and you matched up to this dating site. So I would have an idea who this person is. So remember, ladies, reverse picture lookup.
How do you?
Okay,
do
we're gonna need a
that?
step by step
I
on
was
the next
like,
podcast.
yeah. I was like, how do you do that? And I'm sure I don't find myself on Google because I looked at I try to search myself and I don't come up.
No, not with name, but if you do a picture of it, it'll
I
come.
have nothing
Really?
comes up.
Huh, we'll have to play with that
But
then.
let's figure that one out and
All
see
right.
if I do come up.
All right.
But well, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for joining and listening. Please join us next time, and we'll have Raquel back.
Woo woo.
But she's gonna make her best announcements because she's the one that does the intro. And she does amazing. I try to.
We miss
replicate it.
you.
We do. Come back,
Or
please.
don't.
No,
We'll
please.
come visit you
No,
in
I
Bora
know.
Bora with your new man.
She's gonna give us all the D, all the T. She's gonna the D. Don't give us the D. That's all your D. But give us the T. Spill the tea. But yes, thank you everyone. Hope to hear from you. Hope you guys listen next time. Thank you.
Shout out to all the Craigslist dating survivors. Thank you for having me.
New Zealand, thank you for being one of our biggest supporters. We love you.
All right.